Okay, this is Trent Knox, and this is today's creator economy news. So, we are looking at a few different items today. Let's see. First one comes in from PC Gamer. Rocket League trading site founder will never build a product based on the decisions of another company again after one decision from Epic puts him out of a job. Credit to Tyler, while Epic's decision to switch off Rocket League trading will render 90% of Rocket League Garage obsolete. Rocket League's player to player trading system will be turned off in December. For someone like me, the news comes as a mild disappointment. I got my favorite set of wheels in a trade with a friend, but I haven't used the feature in years. But for Berlin based designer Lourdes, Weisgold, Dolman, and a few others, the announcement means losing a job. Weisgold doesn't work at Rocket League developer Psyonix or owner Epic Games. He's one of the founders of Rocket League Garage, a popular website that's mainly used to coordinate trades between Rocket League players and which makes money from banner ads and a premium subscription option. The site has been his sole source of income for 5 years now and employs two others. There are other Rocket League trading sites too, such as RL Trades Finder and RE Exchange, RL Exchange, the latter of which brings us and sells items itself. Psyonix didn't explain the decision to remove player trading in much detail, and contrary to the tone of the announcement's ice cold notice that sites offering Rocket League trading services will be fraudulent after December 5th. Vice Gold and Rocket League Garage haven't had an antagonist relationship with the developer. It's been the opposite. Vice Gold told PC Gamer in a call this week that Psyonix has been supportive and communicative over the years. Psyonix were always really nice, and said Vice Gold. They even gave me access to their API so I could have functionality like a rank tracker. Every time we had a question or something, they always talked to us. Sometimes they said, like, okay, please enforce our TOS, and we always happily obliged to it. Vice Gold's relationship with Psyonix got back even further than Rocket League's launch. He was a player of Rocket League's predecessor, supersonic aerobatic rocket-powered battle cars. The studio got better at naming games in its second attempt, and was one of a small group of Rocket League alpha testers back in 2014. It was then that he founded the website as a way for other alpha testers to distribute extra codes they'd received. Psyonix founder Dave Hagewood praised the site's first design, and the developer even put the Rocket League Garage logo on a flag that players can attach to their cars. Other websites, including PC Gamer, have Rocket League flags too. When trading was added to Rocket League in 2016, Rocket League Garage started to become really big, says Vice Gold. Although the site still offers more than a directory of trade offers, including access to the game's leaderboards and a tool of previewing cosmetics, 90% of its traffic is related to trading. Vice Gold says, in a post on Rocket League Garage, he put it bluntly, we lost our jobs today. Epic has declined to elaborate on why its item trading policy is what it is or why it's applying it to Rocket League now. The announcement says only that the change will bring Rocket League in line with Epic's overall approach to game cosmetics and item shop policies, where items are tradable, transferable, or sellable. And it opens up future plans for some Rocket League vehicles to come to other Epic games over time, supporting cross-game ownership. Okay. Vice Gold thinks it's a short-sighted decision, even if he accepts Epic's right to make it. I think that the traders are the people who actually spend the most in the game because they are the ones who care about these items. He says, every big trader I know, they spent thousands even on item shop items because some items are exclusive. the people they've hurt the most with the change are probably the people who spent the most in the game. So I think it's a really weird decision, and I think it's a decision made by people who actually have no idea how people use the game. But I mean, it's their game, it's their right to do it. But then you also have to live with the consequences. Vice Gold still plans to release some new non trading related Rocket League Garage features that have been in the works, but says he'll look for a new source of income as product designers after that, with the stipulation that whatever company he works for has to be building their own products that's not based on something else. Thanks. That's the thing I will definitely never do again, but a product that's based on the decision of another company, says Vice Gold, because then stuff like this happens, right? Which is was sad because I think there's such a cool opportunity for so many people to build apps and websites around these popular games like Fortnite and Rocket League. But at some point, you have to realize it's another company and they have the financial interests in mind, and they absolutely don't care about the third party project, which is fine, I guess. But you have to be aware if you start a project like this, it's going to be gone in minutes. Like Vice Gold, I can only speculate about why Epic is cutting Rocket League trading. Removing the feature presumably dumps some customer support load, and Epic recently laid off hundreds in the name of cost cutting. But I think the big picture here is that the companies like Valve and Epic do like it when people make products based on their products. So just as long as it's on their terms, like value selling user created cosmetics and on the Steam marketplace, and Epic sharing revenue with Fortnite Island creators under its creator economy 2.0 terms. Informal business relationships are out, formal ones are in. Okay, well, if we can break that down as that Rocket League and Epic Games saw a third party marketplace that was being developed outside of their outside of the publisher and outside of the developer. So they let it persist for some time so that they would get essentially free development, because the third party application was doing the development of the uh, marketplace themselves. And then essentially once Epic and Rocket League were aware, or Psyonix, to you know, as a um, uh, of their own developing their own component. Um, Basically, will take the idea and implement it themselves, or utilize stronger marketplaces as a distribution model, such as Steam. Um, it is possible, and I know there are a lot of things happening in this space that uh, increase the marketplaces and launcher platforms that, as new launchers develop, they will incorporate aspects of this in their system as well, because Steam has obviously done such a fantastic job with their marketplaces, Steam Marketplace, in the case of CS:GO, in the case of, well, really CS:GO is the biggest example because of the skin trading, and the external aspect of the Steam of like CS:GO Roll and other wagering sites. So this makes complete sense. Unfortunately, he's Vice Gold is correct, and what he says is that if you build your platform on another company's platform, you know your time is coming, and basically at some point you're going to face the music and have to shut down your operations, because the other company is just going to consume their product that you're working on, right? So that you're attached to. So because you don't have any legal recourse, you're kind of stuck. And so, what they've learned a lot through the process is how to develop their own game. It's potential this these Rocket League Garage and RL Exchange and whatnot will have the opportunity to spin off their own games if their finances are in order. Because based on this what this article lays out, they should have quite a bit of profit still, unless they were being frivolous with their money. They should have saved quite a bit of their profit for this time in order to basically hold on to their employees as well as keep operations continuing into whatever they pivot into. And I think this is also a really great time on another note because of the redistribution of capital towards video games. So if you're operating in the gaming space, whether it be Web3, whether it be video games or virtual reality, A16Z, Techstars, um, uh, the Angel Fund, all of these are looking for gamified applications. Um, they're they're all searching. That's they picked up Tips Out at 816 Games for Andreessen Horowitz. So there's plenty of opportunity if this leadership is heading in the correct direction to develop their own game, their own marketplace, at least their own launcher potentially. There's a few different directions as it pertains to this one. So I think there's a lot to be learned from this, regardless if you're in the video gaming space. But condolences go to Vice Gold and his team. Hopefully they can bounce back quickly.